We have seen a string of alleged crimes involving officers with access to the Flock system. Just yesterday in Greene County, a deputy was arrested and fired. Investigators say Quenisha Goss accessed Flock data for personal reasons multiple times over the course of 3 months without law enforcement justification. A similar story in South Georgia. 5 Albany officers were arrested on Monday. You see their names listed there. The GBI says an internal audit found that the officers used the Flock system multiple times for non-law enforcement purposes. All of those officers have been fired. And just a few weeks ago in Cherokee County, our own Atlanta News First investigation found these 3 deputies have been fired for allegedly misusing Flock. Sergeant Mike Creedon, Lieutenant Chris Bryan, and Deputy Cynthia Jodeci were all charged. Earlier this week, we spoke with a Flock executive who says the company built in safeguards to flag issues.
It's a horrible use of the technology. Tools aren't designed to do that. This is why we built an audit log, and we work with the appropriate democratically elected governing bodies to hold those people accountable. We built a tool that uses AI to flag for the city if there might be a suspicious search of some reason, or one that just maybe might be out of policy for the city.
Now, that same official stressed that while Flock has built-in safeguards, it's up to local governments to decide how police use the technology.